travel state many handana pandagi ni la ko budan koina ba longan bada khabar kagas pa bada tusaningai oiba aki tu jumuk tal thangala dum pa ona yomna Manipur ngasidi miyam ma pandagi sile biri ba ngasi lensin biri ba mayam amadi mapandale biri Manipur praja miyam ma tendagi Yamaruina Adumba Center de Lebiriba Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji ki makhamai Lusing Makhada Sahi Mari Makai Hoki Basi Santi Thamba Namzare Haibada Tudon Hamem Thoi Academic atmosphere da Bandamadi blockade na Satina Kai Pirakanda Nasi Miro Namdi Tungi Miro da Sauna Kai Piramba Singamani Tamani Martaleramba Gap Late Laina Wana Mayam Sina Kapna Lau Nai Nabi Pishalin Tabagi Hidak Lebon the Bagi Leramba Mikapira Hall Sing Sabbath on the Bagi Zania Litabi Hazira Surusat Bagi Tamaramba Wabasing Kakidi by Hokiba say Mary Makaisa Miami blessing Miami support again. Sales report Zere Hanalovic. Yamwadi Tababa, it is the beginning. Madam the Mayon Yaldana, Hon'ble Hima Verumba. Koisato Shikarai, Tunguru Shikarai, and Okarai, the lady gave us Nainaram. I don't like way. Nashidi, Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, losing Makada, the South Club National Party BJP. Parties in the party ki Shri Nadda ji ki lising makada aikhoina state sida tungin jaraga praja miyam khangai miyam wata jaraga kaktu warasu ahomo porpana santi porpungame makata na kulu santi porpungamba development porpungamba sense mai koina pa me awon ba semiyam pa me awon ba ahon chap chap porpungam ki sakti du miyam na pina biu hai ko kun tham jaraga Madam Sang Lugeroge, Kai Gujarba, Senator Lazi, National President, Mayamba, or you like one by Madam Nizari, thank you, Kurunjari Kuru.
We all remember few years back, Manipur was known for the politics of destruction, the politics of blockade, the politics of instability, the politics of insurgency, the politics of haves and have-nots, the politics of inequality. That was being represented some 4.5 years back. We all know that in Manipur, blockades was the order of the day. We all know that asking for good financial amount by the people, by few handful of people operating in Manipur was also the order of the day. We also know that the development was stopped and there was no process which we can say where the democratic process existed. But today we find a change. We find from disruption to dialogue. We find a change that from violence to peace. We find a change where through political dialogue, the participation of the polity is also there and also the development is taking place. And when I talk about development, it is about the innovation, it is about the infrastructure and also about the integration which is taking place. We can say that under the support and dynamic leadership of Prime Minister Modi, a lot of new steps have been taken. Peace has been brought. We also see harmony is there. We also see stability is there. Fundamental rights are being protected. And also we feel that the economic activity is now growing. It is taking place. And this activity, which was stopped for a long time, has seen a change which we have to understand and which we have to realize also. Friends, when I talk about all these things, I also talk about the change which has been brought here in Manipur by the central government schemes, and they are being supported now by the Biren Singh government. I am talking about this because how the political culture changes. There was a time, for a long time, governments came and went. New manifestos came. But nobody asked about what you have done and how much the older manifesto has been implemented. Now it is a time when the government, the responsible government is going to the polity, is going into the political process with a report card. How much we have done and how much we have to do and how much and how we will do, we are going with a roadmap that we have to understand. This is the difference. And this is the difference of the political culture which has taken place. And this difference has been brought in the Indian politics, none other than Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his dynamic leadership. When I talk about Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, you all remember when he talked about from the ramparts of Lal Killa, our dynamic Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The opposition party commented at that point of time and said, look here, the Prime Minister now talks about Swachh Bharat from the ramparts of Lal Killa. No other issue is left. Forgetting that one of the pioneer leaders of Indian National Congress, Mahatma Gandhi, dedicated his life for Swachh Bharat that they could not realize. And it was after 70 years that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi had to come to take that issue. What difference it makes? Difference it makes is that we were without toilets in our house. And what was the number? 11 crore. Means 11 crore families were without toilet. That means their human rights were compromised. When Mr. Lohia in Parliament had said that I feel ashamed when women on the highways go in numbers and wait for the sunset for their natural needs and wait for the sunrise and before the sunrise for their natural needs. This was said by Lohia in 1966. But it was in 2014 that Swachh Bharat Abhiyan came. And now we can say by making 11 crore toilets, 11 crore families have been empowered and 11 crore ladies, Mahila has been empowered. That is what we have to understand. It is the women empowerment which we have to understand. And Manipur is not behind that. When I talk about 11 crores, 2,60,000 toilets have been constructed in Manipur itself. So the empowering of women, and it is the empowering of the family. And I, being a former health minister, can say with guarantee that it has reduced the occurrence of diarrhea, it has reduced waterborne diseases, and it has brought a healthy life in the field of health. That is also we have to understand. So it's a holistic, inclusive. It's not only giving a toilet. It's also we have to understand that this initiative has given answers to glaring issues related to health, glaring issues related to human dignity, glaring issues related to crimes also. The crime against women has been taking place when they used to go for their daily needs. That has also been reduced. So it's a holistic, inclusive development which has taken place. And I would like to really support and say that Biren Singh's government has done a good job in Manipur, and be assured, whatever you need for the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, we will be there to do. This Ayushman Bharat, I would like to share with you that out of 50 crores in last 3 years, 2 crore 11 lakh people have been benefited. And in Manipur itself, more than 11,000 people have been benefited, and 18 crore rupees bill has been paid by the Manipur and the central government, which we have to understand. I also congratulate Mr. Biren Singh for additionally adding some 4 lakh people in the CMHT health program, and he is giving to 4 lakh people extra 2 lakh health coverage. That is what we have done. This is the change which has taken place. Here I would like to also assure you that Bharatiya Janata Party is committed and determined to have a fight against drugs. And for that, all possible measures have been taken and will be taken. This I would like to assure you. Friends, if I talk about the comparative study, I would like to say that Congress was an era of blockage, and this Biren Singh's BJP's era is the era of development, dialogue, peace and prosperity that we have to understand.